What happens if you don't pay your secured credit card bill? I'm going to dive into this article because I want to make sure I am sharing this with all of you guys out there who might be in a position where you have a secure credit card and things are starting to get tight for you. You're like, you know what? I'm about to not pay this bad boy. Hold on. Let's dive into this so that you guys know what potentially might happen. So, what happens when you miss a payment? When you start using your credit card, the issuer will report your activity to the three major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. That information will be factored into your credit scores. So, how you manage the card will affect those numbers. Paying on time helps your scores, while paying late hurts them. But there are other issues associated with missing payments. The longer an account goes delinquent, the worse the situation will become. So, you missed the due date. The credit card issuer will send you a statement with the due date for the minimum requested payment. If you miss that date by even a day or send less than the minimum payment, the issuer will add a late fee of up to $40 to the amount you own. 30 days late. If you skip an entire payment cycle and miss another due date, another late fee will be applied. The issuer will notify the credit reporting agencies that the account is past due. When that notion shows up on your credit report, it will be factored into your credit scores. Since payment history is the most important scoring factor, your scores may drop significantly. The issuer may also raise the card's APR to a higher penalty rate. 60 days late. When another cycle has passed without payment, another late fee can be assessed and added to your balance. The issuer will notify the credit bureaus that the account is now 60 days past due. The later you are on payments, the worse the credit scoring damage will be. Chances are you will start to receive notifications from the issuer that you are delinquent and need to send a payment. They may also ask you to contact them for assistance. 90 to 180 days late. Keep missing payment cycles and your credit scores will almost certainly tumble. You will receive more urgent communications from the credit card issuer, and each month you don't pay, another late fee will be applied. They may claim what is due from your security deposit and close your account so you can't use it. If there are funds remaining, the issuer will refund you the money. By this point, you may have accrued hundreds of dollars worth of fees and interest. If you still owe after the issuer takes your deposit, the issuer will probably send it to collections. Your credit report will show that the account is charged off and a third-party collection agency now owns the account. The collection agency may then begin calling you for payment. So, what should you do if you are having trouble making payments? Well, it's always best to address problems early. So call the credit card issuer as soon as you think you may fall behind. You may be able to enter a hardship program where you pay less than the minimum payments for a few months without negative consequences. Even if the account is already past due, reach out, explain what happened, and ask if they can help you get back on track. Here are two other options you can take before missing payments on your secured credit card. One is a balance transfer, shifting your debt you carry on a high APR secured card to an unsecured balance transfer credit card with a 0% introductory rate can give you some relief. No interest will be applied to the balance for a specific number of months as long as you make the minimum payments. That part is key. If you can't keep up with the payments, the 0% APR will be nullified and the fee you paid to transfer the debt, usually 2 to 6% of the balance, will be wasted. Debt consolidation loans. If your secured card has a high interest rate and the balance you're carrying is also high, the financing fees will accumulate fast. Consider applying for a debt consolidation loan since they typically have lower interest rates than credit cards. When you repay the card debt with the loan, you will get your security deposit back and can use it to delete a portion of the balance. So after that, all you need to do is make your payments on time. Loan payments are fixed, so they can be easier to manage than credit cards' fluctuating payments. Debt consolidation loans can increase your credit scores because the balance will not count toward your credit utilization ratio, the second weighted credit scoring factor. The now empty credit card will have an open credit line, which can further help increase your credit scores. The two other options, I'm not going to dive into these. You can see here debt management plans, and then, of course, debt settlement. If your account is many months behind or has already landed in a collection agency, you may be able to pay less than the amount due. Debt settlements are possible for secured credit cards when the credit card issuer has already claimed the security deposit and there is still an amount outstanding. Settlements are usually arranged via a third-party debt settlement company. The portion you don't pay is formally forgiven, which means you will no longer be liable for paying it. Be aware, however, that settling a debt can negatively affect your credit rating since the creditor will report that it was settled for less than the full amount. So I'm going to include a link to this article so that you guys can dive in here. There are some more, frequent questions and answers that are laid out here as well. And some of you guys might have some questions that are relevant to those questions and answers down below, but otherwise feel free to comment with your thoughts. I know so many people out there are continuing to try to improve their credit, and using secured credit cards has been so helpful for so many people, and I certainly want to continue to encourage them if you are someone who's trying to build or rebuild your credit. But of course things happen, life happens. Sometimes you hit a bump in the road, throws you off track. And so I wanted just to make sure you guys understand what potentially could happen, what would happen if you do not pay your secured credit card. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If so, definitely smash that like button. And while you're down below, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Then you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. But all right, my friends, you already know what it is. I gotta keep it moving, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.